Assalamu alaikum. My name is Safa Arshad and I will tell you about production of methanol fuel. First, we will discuss about its abstract. In abstract, chemical chain, including information about chemical chain and the unsustainability of fossil fuels, are calling for cleaner energies such as methanol as a fuel. Actually, methanol is one of the simplest molecules for energy store and is utilized to generate a wide range of products. And then we will discuss about how we need it because of the extensive use of non-renewable fuel energy sources continue to negatively impact the environment due to the association with greenhouse gas emissions. While there are several contributors, the transportation industry is one of the largest, accounting for about 23% of carbon dioxide emissions. By 2030, the overall energy requirement for transportation are projected to increase by 80%. If you're looking about by 2050, bioenergy demand is expected to contribute 120 to 125 exajoules per year. One of the best way to produce biofossils that can partially replace fossil fuels is thermochemical conversion of such biomass with the resulting product also complementing or supporting to the production of other biofuels like ethanol fuel and methanol fuel. So therefore we need to produce methanol fuel because of harmful gases which are produced by external fossil fuels. Now we will discuss about its method of methanol production of methanol fuel. The first method is that by gasification. In gasification, the products are included in this heat which is get from methane and water, and this will be energy 3 kilojoule per mole. And then if we discuss about the hydrogen, water and methane gas are combined to react and form carbon monoxide and energy. For optimal methanol synthesis, the earlier hydrogen concentration of the syngas is usually very low. These equations show the water gas shift reaction WGSR, which is used to reduce the carbon monoxide concentration and increase hydrogen share product producing carbon dioxide and hydrogen from water and carbon monoxide. Carbon dioxide can also be produced directly from fuel gases of other processes through amine chemical absorption. Some more carbon dioxide elimination processes include liquid adsorption, cyroorganic suppression, and the membrane precipitation. A separate hydrogen production setup using water electrolysis or methane stream reforming can supply the water of syngas produced, and these are the include the reaction of the H2O, electricity, and then hydrogen gas and the water and electricity, and then hydrogen and water and oxygen include, and they will be react and energy will be produced. Despite the high cost involved, the water electrolysis process is highly effective, with the powdered oxygen being used for gasification. Partial oxidation and partial oxidation will be the H2O plus electricity, and then hydrogen, oxygen, water, and then will be produce the electricity and hydrogen gas. Similarly, carbon monoxide and hydrogen combine and methanol will be produced. Methanol fuel will be produced. And the upper diagram shows this gasification reaction of the methanol fuel. And then partial oxidation of methanol fuel is that oxidation of methanol is the most commonly used process of methanol production, and this studied by W.A. Bone in around 1935, gaining much popularity thereafter. This scientist in this studied and in this experiment, this will be this these are the information included that methane and oxygen, the half amount of oxygen is involved in this experiment. and these are produced, they're combined to each other and produce a methanol fuel and energy 128 kilojoule per mole. And similarly, methane and oxygen, half quantity of oxygen is including in this, and methanol fuel is produced. And then if we're discussing about photocatalytic conversion, actually photocatalytic conversion is the photo generated hydroxy radicals generate methyl radicals. Like photo generated hydroxyls generate methyl radicals, okay, and these methyl radicals produce methanol and hydrogen reacting with additional water molecule. This studied by Hammad et al. In Hammad scientists study the effect of the impregnation of tungsten trioxide with the silver on the methanol production from methane using 355 millimeter ultraviolet light, where enhancement in hydroxide radicals formation as well as improvement in conversion efficiency was observed. Triol, and these are the 94%, 94 degrees Celsius is the temperature required. Methanol of 1.3 gram for steady state mode and 43 gram with hydrogen peroxide addition was produced. And these are the diagram that represent the methanol radical, and then produce a methanol fuel. First generate the methanol radical and then produce a methanol fuel. And then we will discuss about the biological conversion. Biological conversion is including of methane to methanol, because this is the main part of the biological conversion. Methane to methanol is another favorable approach to methanol production. Two groups of bacteria, ammonia oxidized, which the first one is ammonia oxidizing bacteria and the second one is methanotropic bacteria. These are also useful for carbon, hydrogen and activation in methane. Ammonia is used by ammonia oxidizing bacteria as a source of energy and produce methanol by partial oxidation of methane. Discussing the mechanism on performance and generic performance modification of conversion of methane into the methanol by three microorganism groups like acetogens, methanotropes and ammonium oxidizing bacteria. And now we will discussing about, and these are the very efficient and improving wastewater treatment plant efficiency. So we will discussing, this is all about methanol production and methanol partially oxidation, how methanol is produced. Methanol fuel is produced by methane. And now we will discuss about our utilization of methanol with renewable energy resources. The like sources are like solar, wind or hydro energy has seen much popularity recently. Because of the biomethanol, the use of the renewable source of energy can increase the overall efficiency and decrease the environmental impact. The main reason of methanol fuel production is that the decreasing of environmental impact of the whole process. Studies of the biomethanol production using renewable resources have been found in different regions mentioned in the section, like uses of concentration solar power CSP for the conversion of methanol dimethyl ether was reported. A multi-complex model got developed to study the effectiveness of the gasification process with the low temperature solar power steam. Like temperature will be the 400 to 410 degrees Celsius produced from the concentration of solar power plant. A similar study of cotton stalk biomass signification for syngas production using solar energy with a beam down optical configuration was produced by et al. Their system had a maximum biomass consumption rate of 100 tons per year and power capacity of 32.7 megawatt. So these are the annual electricity and a methanol production of design was 50.85 watt and 54.80 tons respectively. So these the cost of this methanol fuel was 361.88 USD ton, means dollar. And now we will discussing about its these all the usage and utilization of the methanol fuel. Now we will discuss about the it, in methanol fuel, ether as a fuel with methanol. How ether act as a fuel with methanol. In this equation, yeah, in a dimethyl ether, also known as methoxymethane, was the chemical formula CH3OCH3 is chemical fuel which has the potential to be used as a future generation replacement for diesel fuel. Dimethyl ethyl can be produced from the gasification of different raw material like coal, natural gas, biomass, and waste material. Dimethyl ether has several benefits to the potential replacement for diesel, such as a high catenary number and a low emission, efficient combustion, and less smoke formation, along with other the production and utilization of dimethyl ether. So we will discussing about its diagram. In upper section, syngas, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and hydrogen is used, and dimethyl ether is used. And dimethyl ether is used as a fuel, like equation A. And the carbon dioxide is also produced, which is used in transportation, in household fuel, in industrial fuel, in power generation, for power generation, for methanol production, and for and to get by the scientists get by the mm, heat, plant waste material, and all that. Production and utilization of dimethyl ether. Syngas can be produced through segregation from coal, natural gas, biomass, or waste material. Dimethyl ether can be produced from syngas in two different ways. The first one is through methanol, C3OH, which is called a methanol synthesis reaction. And the second one is, in this reaction, methanol is converted into the dimethyl ether and water, and this carbon monoxide and then carbon monoxide and hydrogen react will be the react and will be produce the dimethyl ether and carbon dioxide. This is all about ethyl diethyl ether react as a fuel with methanol. And now we will discuss about the bibliometric mapping. Bibliometric mapping, including information about the methanol and biomethanol, with the best of time, is increasing in the areas of the research papers are in the research. So there is a diagram of the bibliometric methanol. So production of methanol production, carbon dioxide release, performance, and all that is including in this picture. And now we'll discuss about the conclusion is that why we need the methanol fuel, because of the bad impact or harmful gases which is released by the fossil fuels, and these gases are very harmful for the movement, for the humans, and for animals, and for aquatic life, and chemical, including chemicals. So we use many methods for the production of methanol fuel. So this is all about my assignment. If you have a question, please drop it in the comment, subscribe the channel, and bell icon also press. Thank you.